we still have people listening to the music outside? It's finished. We are competing with a concert, as you've seen. Thank you. Whoa. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very impressed by all the people in the room here, all the smiling faces. I see many families who also came. It's very nice. You know, one of days like this, I feel like I have the best job in the world. This is really, really fantastic. So I'm very happy to be opening the graduation ceremony of the 2024 class of EURECOM students. We also call it the Renault Ampere class of EURECOM students, because Renault Ampere, Aladini, you're here, is the godfather of this class of students. We're very happy about this. I want to give a particular thanks to all the parents. I see many families, maybe some of them have been traveling from far away. So thank you for being here. Welcome to the campus. Welcome to Sophia Antipolis. Welcome to the region, the South region. Welcome to France. Thank you for being here. So before I explain a little bit more why we're here today and what we're going to do, I want to give a particular hello and thank you to some people that have been helping and contributing to EURECOM for many years and have been helping us to make EURECOM the success that it is today. You know, EURECOM 33 years ago was just sort of experiment of European collaboration in research and education, something that had never been done before. And today it is a success that we know. But we don't do this by ourselves. We also got the help of many people along the way, and this is what I want to say today. And I want to give a particular thank you to a representative of Sophia Antipolis. We have here today Jean Leonetti, who is the president of Sophia Antipolis and mayor of the neighboring biggest cities close to EURECOM, Antibes. We also have Mr. Mascarilli, president of the CIMISA of Sophia Antipolis. I think they came today with Alexandre Follow. Where is Alexandre? Somewhere in the room. Here, who is the director of operations at Sophia Antipolis and working with us to make Sophia Antipolis and EURECOM always a better place to live, to work. We have also the city of Biot, because EURECOM is located on the territory of the city of Biot. We have Mr. Bijawi, who is a municipality councillor in charge of the education affairs at the city of Biot. Thank you for being here. We also have the companies and the universities that are backing the EURECOM project. You should know that EURECOM, of course it's a university, but it's also a consortium, it's also a joint venture. It's an alliance of some of Europe's best technical universities and companies working in the fields of digital sciences. And today I want to say a particular thanks to the president of the members of this consortium, who is a Professor Kamurati, Paolo. We also have Mrs. Kuszakowska. Where are you, Ellen? She's chatting. She's the president of SAP Labs France. We also have Mr. Robillard here, who represents the state of Monaco. So thank you for being here. And a particular thank today to Renault Ampere, because Renault Ampere is the godfather of the 2024 class of students. So thank you for being there. I will give you the microphone later. He will say a few words on behalf of his company to the graduates of this particular promotion. So thank you, Alaidin. Ulrich also, thank you for being here. He's my predecessor. He's in retirement, but always passionate about what's going on at EURECOM and seeing the new faces of new graduate students. So thank you all. Thank you also for the parents. As I mentioned, you're here. I'm sure you're proud of what your children have accomplished. But you must be wondering, what is it exactly that your children have accomplished? What is this place? So indeed, your children, they have gone through successfully the education program of one of Europe's top research and education centers. So this is something very, very important that you should really be proud about. So what exactly is this place? Let me say a few words about this place. It's a place that was created 33 years ago and that invested all its energy and time in three main ideas. The first one was to build something international, very international. You will see the nationalities of the students today. It's coming from all over the world. It's a place where we teach in English, we work in English, we do research in English, because of all the countries that are being represented here on campus. And you see also the consortium, all the technical universities and the companies that are part of our consortium represent Europe's best. So this is something international. The second big idea that was in which we invested all our energy and resources from the very beginning is the idea that science and research is good. Science and research is good also for education, because if you're in a classroom and you're a student, and the teacher who is teaching the class is also a world leader in its research domain, then he or she will know exactly what he's talking about. And this is the best way to make sure that the content of your education is always up to date and to the best level. The third big idea that this place was built on is the idea that to cooperate with industry is good. It's not always the case in schools and universities that there's so much cooperation with industry, but this was an idea from the start at EURECOM. And it's good because it means that the people you work with in the classroom, the teachers, the researchers, they work with companies, they understand the needs of industry, they know where industry is going, and they can prepare the classes, they can prepare the students for a better future. So those are the three big ideas that made a success of EURECOM and what it is today. So this place has grown quite a lot over the last 33 years, to the point that, you know, today you are in one building, but actually next year we will inaugurate a new building for EURECOM in addition to this one. It's not far, it's about 200 meters from here, and it's in the picture here that you see there. It's called Pole Alpha. This is a magnificent project that we share with Sophia Antipolis. It's not just EURECOM, but EURECOM will occupy a big part of it. We'll do research, we'll do education there. It's a new building that's going to serve as a flagship building for the region for artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, networks, all the domains of where EURECOM is leading the way. So this is very important. Something about research. I say this is a place that is at top of research, but it's always better if you can prove what you say. So in universities, we use rankings or indices to show that indeed we're good. So EURECOM, as you know, is not a very big place. It's a rather small place. But despite this fact, for example, in the Shanghai ranking, which is an international ranking, if you are looking at the topics of EURECOM, we are ranked the 4th best university in France, just above Sorbonne University. Now, this is quite remarkable for a place that has only 30 professors. I checked today the number of professors at Sorbonne. They have 1,500 professors. So they are about 50 times the size of EURECOM. So quality is there. You can also show quality by looking at the impact of what the researchers are doing here. The teachers who have been teaching you the courses for the last 2 to 3 years, they are competing at the highest level. So for example, you can look at the citation impact. When they publish a paper, how important it will be. And if you go to this kind of indices, you'll find EURECOM up there with the big boys. The big boys like MIT or Imperial College or University of Cambridge. Of course, we don't have the same size, but quality is there. So it's important to understand that when you leave EURECOM and when you come to EURECOM. And the last one is, of course, rankings to study student satisfaction. All of that would make no sense if students were not happy on campus. I love to see smiling faces. That's the most important thing in my job. And indeed, students, well, you know, they come to EURECOM, they don't know initially that it's a place where you have to work hard. So it's a surprise for some people. Yes, you have to work hard. But in the end, I think that the overall experience is very positive because you get a very strong degree and you meet people from all over the world, and then you're going to make connections, friends, and also professional connections that's going to serve you for the rest of your career. So I think this is very, very important. Let me say a few words about you, the graduates of 2024. Where are you coming from? Well, if you look at this slide, you see it's a special year, by the way. Normally at EURECOM, we have about 60% of international students, which is much higher than any other place in France, and about 40% of French students. This year is a very particular year. This is the last year before the graduates of the new French engineer degree, which we started a bit more than 2 years ago. It's the last year before those people will graduate next year. So next year we will have a back to normal proportion of French students. So this year we have only 16% in the class here of French students, which is a bit unusual, but this shows you the level of internationalism here. And the countries, well, Italy, it seems to be number one. Per questa ragione facciamo il resto della presentazione in italiano. Thanks. 32% women is not enough. It's good, but it's not enough. We're trying to make this better. And 26 nationalities, well, I love that. I really love that. Internships. But let me tell you more about what you will do in the future. I know what you will do in the future, because I have statistics. I have statistics from the past. So let me tell you about the statistics from the past. We did a survey of employment in the last 3 promotions. Okay, so not you guys, people in the last 3 years. And we compiled a few statistics. And we learned a few important things and interesting things. So on average, in the last 3 years, there were about 30% French students and 70% international students, which is about, you know, more like the average normal level for EURECOM. Now these people, what do they do next? Where do they go? It turns out that a lot of students who come from outside of Europe, look, we have 41% people coming from outside of Europe, they will actually stay and work in Europe. They will develop the European workforce and businesses. In fact, a good proportion will stay in France. 30% plus 23% plus 9%. That's a lot of students who stay in France to develop the local economy. And Mr. Leonetti, 23% of our students stay and work in Sophia Antipolis. But do you know how many came from this region in the first place? Do you know how many students we have from this region in the first place? Only 2%. But we're trying to make this number bigger. They just don't know we exist. We are so much open to international that people 1 kilometer away don't know we exist. So this is something we need to change. What kind of job will you do next? We also have statistics. 86% of you will go for industry. 14% will stay in research. 14% is actually a big number. You may think it's a small number, it's actually a big number. You stay and do PhDs. Often you do PhD here at EURECOM because you are being taught by experts, people who are leading researchers, and they give you the passion for the technical topics. They give you the passion for research. And this is why so many will stay for PhD. You will work, 90% of you will work in the private sector, and the rest will work in public institutions, okay? We have also some people who start companies. We're trying to make it easier for you to start companies. How many will be unemployed? Nobody. I mean, there are exceptions, of course, but the percentage is negligible. So all of you will find a job, and you will find a job very, very quickly after you get your degree, which is a good thing. So why is that so? Well, it's the skills you learn here. Digital economy is everywhere. Take the example of Renault Ampere. Renault Ampere is a car manufacturer. Renault Ampere is the godfather company of a school that is dedicated to digital science. Sounds strange, right? Why is that? Because car makers like Renault Ampere understand that a big part of their business in the future will lie in the digital domains. We don't teach mechanical engineering. We don't teach car design. We teach cybersecurity. We teach artificial intelligence, connectivity, and all of that is becoming very, very important for car makers, for a lot of other industry sectors, for finance, for health. And this is why the future is completely open for you. I will stop here because I don't want to take too much of the time, but now you are becoming graduates, you're becoming alumni of EURECOM. You know, there's a certain potential you can exploit as being an alumni of EURECOM. I want you to be aware of that. As an alumni of EURECOM, you can help yourself by being part of the community. You will be able to join friends, organize things together, get access to opportunities, jobs, all kinds of opportunities. And in turn, you can also benefit to your school and make your degree even stronger by working together. So I really want you to scan this, and this is not a publicity. You will not have to pay anything, but this is access to your account as an alumni. You will be able to access all these benefits. I stop here. I thank you very much. I want you to enjoy the day. He's wondering what's hidden behind the QR code. I will tell you. It's a secret. I want you to enjoy this day. We have as you know, a cocktail. We have a party. We have a very nice dinner, a very nice restaurant. I think there's a nightclub party organized by the students. So this is going to be a great time. But especially, I want you to take and enjoy the most of your future and make the most out everything you've learned here with us and with your friends. And I wish you a fantastic future. Thank you very much. So now I would like to give the floor to Mr. Jean Leonetti, who is the mayor of Antibes and the president of Sophia Antipolis. Jean, be careful, you are being watched in 29 countries in direct live over YouTube. So if you say something wrong or if you fall on the floor, it will be seen by people all over the world. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you very much, David. I understand. I'm going to say to you, congratulazioni. Grazie mille a tutti. Voilà. I'm going to speak in French, but I want to say congratulations. I'm very proud and very happy to be here because you know you are the best in the best place. The best because you are in EURECOM, and EURECOM is the best and the historic partner of Sophia Antipolis. The beginning is when Jean-Pierre Mascarelli was younger. Well, à peu près. So today we are twin, and perhaps, certainly, in few weeks we are in the same building, Alpha, le pôle Alpha, Et ce pôle alpha est une vision à la fois de la technopole de Sophia Antipolis et de EURECOM. Faire en sorte que dans les domaines de la science, de la sécurité, de l'intelligence artificielle, nous soyons ici avec une tendance à être les meilleurs. Voilà, nous voulons être les meilleurs. Ça ne veut pas dire que nous sommes obligatoirement partout les meilleurs, mais la diversité qu'offre la possibilité de EURECOM est la même possibilité qu'offre aujourd'hui la technopole de Sophia Antipolis. Il faut avoir des ambitions, dit un philosophe, il faut avoir des rêves suffisamment grands pour ne pas les perdre de vue en avançant dans la vie. Et je pense qu'aujourd'hui, on peut vous féliciter tous d'être ici. On peut féliciter bien sûr vos parents, mais prenez beaucoup de joie à faire ce que vous faites parce que vous êtes dans un monde dans lequel la technique est au service de l'humanité. Et bien entendu, la devise de Sophia Antipolis est Tech for Humanity. Et donc, vous êtes l'humanité de demain, l'humanité qui saura à la fois avoir sa part de rêve et sa part de réalité, sa part d'humanité, sa part de technologie. Merci à vous tous et bravo à EURECOM. Monsieur le Président.
Merci, Monsieur le Maire. Well, first of all, thank you to all of you for being here. I'm extremely pleased to be here because this is a joyful occasion, and as the President of the General Assembly, I cannot miss it, and I'm very proud to be a part of it. Director Jesbert already explained to you what EURECOM is, and I just want to stress one point. EURECOM is unique. Unique in the French panorama, unique in the European panorama, and I dare say also unique in the world panorama. It's unique because it's not just a traditional, typical university with a lot of academics and nothing else, but this is a place where different cultures meet. Different cultures because they come from industry, they come from institutions, they come from academia. Different cultures meet because students come from different cultures and they mix. And I dare say, look around you, but I don't think you will find in Europe or even in the United States a university, a place where there's such a mix of different nationalities and different cultures. So the partners of the EURECOM consortium are part of it and try to support the management and the staff and all the students in accomplishing their very ambitious tasks. And this is the reason why I'm here. I'm here to guarantee that the partners will continue supporting EURECOM, and the partners are proud of your accomplishments. And on behalf of all the members of the EURECOM consortium, I would like to congratulate all of you and to wish you a fruitful future. Whatever you want should happen, and you have the means to make it happen. So, once more, congratulations.
Dear graduates, EURECOM staff and guests, I'm very proud to be here today as the godfather of this graduating class. Of course, as an engineering director of a global company like Ampere, I can only be excited seeing all this young talent coming into the market quite soon. And of course, with all this diversity, as David mentioned, which is a fundamental pillar for science and for engineering. You'll see that across your career, I'm sure. Of course, first of all, I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you, your families. Being here today is a major milestone in your career because you are crossing the line from school to industry, and this is very, very important. We are all aware that meeting this moment is a lot of work, is a lot of commitment, is a lot of hard work, is a lot of effort for you, for your families. So again, congratulations to all of you. Of course, I will not, like David did, predict your future, but maybe I can give you some reflections from my experience. Maybe 4 points to keep in mind. First thing, being agile and open is fundamental. Second thing, being team player and collaborate. Third one, innovate. And the last one, being disciplined and rigorous in whatever we do. Let me maybe start with the first one. Being agile and open is quite fundamental. Just sharing with you my experience. I started like you more than 20 years back doing software for smartphones in Motorola in another place, south of France, it was Toulouse. Today I'm building cars. There is absolutely no relationship 20 years back between what we've been doing and we are doing today. The only correlation is software, is IA, is electrical, and the bottom line of that is to keep quite open in anything we do, embrace the change. That's going to bring you a lot of opportunities should you follow that. Of course, to maybe elaborate more, today, and this transformation happening in automotive happened a couple of times back in the communication, internet, IA now, and we'll get through that many times. And what is quite important through that is to be able to embrace, to be open, to learn, and to continue adapting down the road. The second one, as I said, is to be to collaborate and be a team player. Right? Of course, when we are in school, we look to score very high as individuals. But when it comes to build the product and bigger project, the bottom line is to build that with others within the company, within the ecosystem, outside of the ecosystem. That's very important. So collaboration and team player role is fundamental for everything you are going to do. And the third one is innovation. Innovation is very important. It's not about finding new ideas. It's about trying, failing, retrying, refailing until we get to success. So this is fundamental to keep in mind, and don't ever shy or prevent yourself from trying anything you have in mind. And lastly is rigor in whatever we do, regardless of the context and the period. Being always disciplined is quite important. So again, now to conclude, thank you all for all your effort. I'm pretty proud of what you have been doing here. Congratulations, and thanks to EURECOM for giving us the opportunity to be the godfather of this generation. Thank you.
Thank you, Alain. So now we turn to the official protocol part of this ceremony. This is the part where all the graduates will actually come on stage and receive their degrees from us. Some pictures will be taken. I want to invite Paolo and Aidin. I want to invite you on stage because, if you don't mind, you will help me to give the degrees. You can choose. Somebody takes the degree. Somebody takes the thing. This thing. I don't know how to call it. Sharp. So I mentioned today that we have 109 graduates. Most of you are here in the room, but some people have not been able to make it today because you're coming from all over the world. So it's not that easy to come just for 1 day or 2 days to Sofia to get your degree. We fully understand that. And this is why we have this broadcasted all over the world on YouTube right now. So if you cannot make it, if you see me on YouTube, where's the camera, by the way? I don't even, oh, it's here. I say congratulations to all of you who could not make it today, and we look forward to seeing you another time. But most of you are here today, and we're now going to call the students by name. This is always a great moment in the life of the director of EURECOM, because we have 29 nationalities, all languages, and I didn't train for this. So are we ready to go? Yes? The graduates are ready to go? Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, maybe I'm going to be here to All right, let's start, and let me call on stage Mr. Adhikari Bipin. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, we have Ali Farjad. Congratulations. Congrats. Amadei Andrea. Congrats. Amor Anis, very nice name, Amor. Congrats. Arevalo Espinal Wendy Union. Congrats. From Mexico. Well done. Avale Dario. Benamar Zaineb. Congrats. Besnier Mathieu. A French guy. Bat Aprame Raghavendra. Redin Olivier. Carnot Henri. Cavenati Marco. Shi Awi Imen. De la Roque Latour, Ngueran. Bravo. Danraj Logesh. Dieb Jasser. Elosh Mohamed Alim. Fontana Umberto. Your degree. Garg Shubika. Hamre Mathias Herbert. Fra Norge. Gratulerer. Hanura Sali Sofia. Gelukkig feit, jullie. Gratuleren. Humibo Kofi Yuan Roleo. From Bena. Well done. Ippolito Lorenzo. Isaiah Vlad Lucian. Done. Keren Siller Ismet. Lê Huy Hong, Vietnam. Congrats. Lovely, lovely Margherita. I think you should do a project with Mr. Amor. We had. Thank you. Madani Mariam. Station. Masson Baptiste. How are we doing with time? Look at my colleagues. Are we okay? Do we need to hurry? Are we okay? Good. Morer Anatole. On dit Morer ou on dit Moré? Morer. Station. Melcarne Simone. Station. Melouli Mariam. Well done. Congrats. Mezzela Vincenzo. Mo Tiehong. Bonxini. Mtir Hamouda. Sorry. Narong Mayank. Pentasulia Matteo. Pilo Ilaria. Romeo Christian. Sanchez Perez Alberto. Done. Saïd Kreshi Sami. So I forgot something important. Yeah. Charles Florian aus Deutschland. Jürgen. Shamsaktari Armin. Well done. Singh Robin. Well done. Thank you. Sorbi Marco. Serbu Elina Holbeck. Gratulerer. It's my turn, right? Yes, I think so. Spina Gabriele, Marlo Antonio, and that's it. Well done. Terhaug Martin. Juan Mohamed Ashraf. Valentini Ivan. Okay. So there's always a moment like that every year. Wiwat Fontana. Repeat it. No. Wiwat Fontana. Prepiraya. And I want to say, Suskan Wan Kurd, happy birthday. Welcome. I trained for that, it didn't work apparently. It means happy birthday in Thai. Youngjae Hui. Congratulations, Gong Sini. I think we have a special mark for Youngjae. Come back. Okay, I want to say special mention to Youngjae because he's also the top student of EURECOM for this promotion. So, yeah. Thank you. Congratulations. So, in this envelope, you'll find a little surprise, yeah, to confirm this. Well done. Yogesh Nair Aditya. Utestat Sofie Carlsen. Gratulerer. We are reaching the last stages, I believe. Zodi Nassab Farzam from Iran. Well done. And perhaps our last student? Last but not least, Wei Fanfu. Wei Fanfu, 从中国，恭喜你。I think we're done here. I believe so. The last one? Okay.
Obviously, after this exercise, I'm expecting 109 resumes tomorrow.
So, Lise, I turn to you now for the timing. Say again. A surprising address from the student. Did I understand correctly? Yes. Okay, so we have a surprise for students, from students. And because it's a surprise, I don't actually know who will come here. But if you're part of this surprise, I think it's now. Who is part of the surprise? Do we have a surprise, Lise? Ah, Henri. Merci. Hein. Henri, are you alone on stage? Yeah. Congratulations.
Okay, so apparently it was a surprise, but I'm here to say a few words about what happened here and to let you remember a bit of what happened. So, I've got some notes. So before starting, I want to thanks again Liz and all the people who organized this celebration. So I'll let you give them a more warm applause. And I would like also to thanks again Laurence, who retired this year and who has been a really huge help for all of us, and thanks again to her. So first, when we're talking about EURECOM, it's a bit difficult to explain what it is because it's such a unique place. First, it's an international school, recognized internationally too. It's a research center where we have people doing research in cybersecurity, in wireless communication, in deep learning or machine learning. But I think the most important thing, it's a great place to be. EURECOM is like, studying at EURECOM is like being part of a big family. And for this, I want to thank again the administration, the teachers, and all of you fellow students for all those amazing years that we've spent here. It has been an amazing journey. But in order to understand a bit what's the magic between to be here, to be at EURECOM, I want to explain a bit what happened here or what's the journey of a typical EURECOM student. At the center of this magic is a big group of people coming from all over the world, eager to share, to discover new cultures, and doing activities together. For example, one of the big things at EURECOM was the BDS and all those clubs. So it was quite probable to find people hanging out and playing ping pong, playing football, playing. Oh, I'm a bit lost. Yeah, running. On Tuesday, it was also possible to see them at block party for the traditional Tuesday climbing. It was also possible during the Sofia Games to see them playing on the soccer field or on the playing handball while wearing beautiful costumes. And also, of course, always supported by many EURECOM students. When they weren't doing sports, EURECOM students could be found partying at the many BDs party or unofficial beach parties. I could think about the Kismet parties, about the Gatsby party, where we all went to Aix-en-Provence to party until the end of the night, or mostly until the bus came to take us home here. Of course, at midnight, we all went into the swimming pool. Gosh, the weather was cold. Some lucky students were renting villas here in the region, and something really nice of them is that they didn't hesitate to share and invite us to their place to do some parties. And that's something which was quite unique about EURECOM, is that people, or at least EURECOM students, were always respectful, and so we never had any issue with having to fix things the next morning. So this is quite incredible, and thanks a lot again for this. But in addition to being respectful, EURECOM students were also everywhere. Indeed, it was really hard to go to Hopstore, to Asterel, to the wall without bumping on some EURECOM students, without seeing familiar faces. And in this case, you knew that you weren't going for one beer, but many beer, and the next morning was going to be a bit tough. I even remember going to Cannes some day and meeting a friend of EURECOM at the train station, and man, it's impossible to avoid EURECOM people here. According to some rumors, EURECOM students were also found in Barcelona. They were found trying to cure a nightclub hangover by riding some roller coasters in Portaventura, also trying to see if getting seasick in Tossa del Mar will help or not, or even visiting the Sagrada Familia or the Park Güell. Such an amazing trip organized by the BDE. They could also be found at Isola for the West. It was a great time where people got the opportunity to learn how to ski, or just to admire the Austrian going on the red slopes and going over the bumps as if it was a green one. I'm still impressed. Or it was also a time where we could experience a bit of the EURECOM craziness, where during what was supposed to be a calm night, a calm evening, we ended up being forced to play Twister in our flat share, because apparently some EURECOM students thought that it was a great idea to all come to our place and do a party here. What a night. They could also be found playing paintball, doing tree climbing, karting, doing wine tasting in Old Town Antibes, or even enjoying music here together with the music club. Some such awesome moments. Life was amazing here, but as with all things, it all comes to an end at some point. And so we did what EURECOM students knows the best. We did a beach party. It was great. A bit sad, but At least it was a perfect moment to enjoy a last evening together. And as always, EURECOM is crazy, and we even had one guy coming with his keys at a beach party. But thankfully, in the middle of all this exhausting life, we had a few courses to rest a bit. EURECOM taught us a broad array of knowledge, spanning from civil engineering by building the tallest marshmallow tower during King's Pope's crisis, when we were in Jersey going through an existential crisis during the team lead course, to the black magic of machine learning during Maya's courses, where we mastered the art of random guessing. We tried to discover the magic or the mystery of modern cryptography with Melek. And I'm glad to say that one day I knew precisely how RSA worked. Sadly, it's not the case anymore. We learned how not to sleep during those nights spent trying to make some program crash during Aurelian's labs. And also, we also discovered how to squint our eyes to see through some assembly code in order to discover how it works during Bazzaretti's forensic course, and just to discover that it was a basic linked list. If you asked EURECOM students why they choose EURECOM, they will for sure say that it's because of all those amazing courses and not because of these 300 days of sun per year and all the beach parties. There were still a few challenges at EURECOM. One of them was trying to understand what the person next to you in a course is doing. Are they doing an Erasmus or double degree, an exchange? Some things about the Italian exchange, I never understand what's happening there, or just an exchange of credits. I'm still amazed that the student affair is able to make a sense of all of this, if they're able to. Another challenge was trying to discover from where the people were coming. For example, even French students managed to hide their lovely accent, and I stopped counting the amount of time I spoke English to French people, being French. Aside from the courses, one thing I will take away from all those years here at EURECOM are friendships and all those moments spent together. And for this, I will all forever be grateful. And I will advise any of you, and some already did, to take the opportunity of all those friendships with people from all over the world to travel and use this pretext to do a bit of couch surfing. It's a bit hard to accept the fact that you can find EURECOM students not in south of France, but that are currently living in a city thousands of kilometers away from here. My brain took a long time to accept it. And I will also take this opportunity to give a shout out to all those people who starting learning a different language, maybe because of curiosity, necessity, or maybe something else. To conclude, thanks again for all those years here, to the administration and to the teachers and to you fellow students for this, and thanks again. And I will give the floor to Florian.
Thank you very much, Henri. C'était parfait. All right, I wanted to give you some insight what it's like to be an international student at EURECOM. Because you already heard that it's different at EURECOM. It's unique, and being part of that experience was perfect. It's like, I'm from Munich, I'm studying at the Technical University of Munich. Actually, my master degree is something a little bit different, but in the end, it was perfect. Why? After coming home, my mom asked me, Flo, how was it? And I had to tell her, Mom, I love you, I love spending time with you, but those 4 past months might have been the best month of my life. And it started when we arrived here, and it's been a very nice group, like maybe around 20 people welcoming me, because I was a little bit late, I still had an exam in Munich. And from the beginning, they were gentle, they were open-minded, they were absolutely perfect. So what was that special moment? I think it was even the first few seconds. We went there, we scheduled around here in EURECOM, we wondered, okay, what we're gonna do here. It was amazing. We saw some donkeys outside the university, a special view. And within those 4 months, we bonded so much together. You already heard that EURECOM, from the educational perspective, is top of the top. It's top in France, it's top of Europe, why not top of the world? So within those 4 months, we studied a lot, obviously. Henri already told you we partied a lot, but that's part of our lives. That's how it should be. And especially when you party around with people from so many different international locations, like I can't even count all of them. Me personally from Munich, then there's Austria, then there was a lot of different places from Italy. There were some Greeks, we had somebody from Sweden, we had a lot of Norwegian guys, we had a lot of Finnish. Me, from the Technical University of Munich, I started studying my bachelor degree with 700 people. It's more than the students here at EURECOM. I haven't met that many international students at in Munich, compared to here, to EURECOM. So within those 4 months, we bonded so much, as I told you, that I counted those days when I arrived last night. It's been 266 days since I said goodbye to all my dearest friends, and every day we stayed connected. Every day we sent some messages, every day we sent them some pictures of, wow, what we're going to do today. I sent them some pictures of the Oktoberfest, obviously, inviting all of them. I already told my mom about around 16 Italian guys joining us this year. She's very lucky, so hopefully she's gonna be fine. And within those 266 days, I realized, what's going on? Why did I leave? Why did I leave this wonderful place? It's the Côte d'Azur. Obviously, Munich, I love it. But the Côte d'Azur, the rosé we enjoyed together on a balcony with a view over the wonderful sea, the amazing pain au chocolat. I can't imagine. I have to eat, I don't know, maybe 10 this weekend to keep up with the past 266 days. But in the end, what stays, and what I'm really, really grateful for at the EURECOM, is that each of us, we could evolve. We could build our own character. And it's very unique that this was possible in a very short period of time. And it just shows how great this time was. So after graduating, you should ask yourself, what's next? You already heard there's a 0% chance that you won't get a job. You're seeing here Ampere-Renault, it's wonderful. Renault, for me as a German, obviously I'm gonna BMW, thank you. So what's next? Start with the things you learned here. Start with the character you built within those few months. Start with the wonderful things you learned. It might have been reinforcement and you're very lucky to understand the subject. I haven't, but it's fine. Maybe the next step will be traveling the world. Maybe the next step will be going into a very unique experience, like building your own company. Maybe it will be a big company. But most of all, it has to be your path. That's very important. And there are a few core values that you should think about. I don't know how you will get them in the end. I can only suggest some things. Read a lot. Ask your friends. Most importantly, maybe get a mentor. And I want to share you in my life, actually 3. First of all, I'm very lucky to call him my uncle, but he's actually my kind of a best friend, because I can always turn to him, I can always ask him, what should I do? If it's about a girl, okay, Klaus is there for me. If it's about a career path, Klaus is there for me. Klaus is a very unique person because he's actually 55 turning this year. So, and he's career-wise very successful. He's the global alliance leader of PwC, and that's very unique, calling him my best friend. And I'm so, so grateful, and I can only suggest to all of you, get yourself a mentor. Get yourself someone to talk to. Get yourself somebody that you can always ask questions, and it's very important to ask questions. And the second one I'm very, very grateful for, well, I didn't actually choose them, they decided to have me. They're my parents. And so I'm very, very thankful for my parents. Unfortunately, they can't be here today, but I know I can always count on them. I have 4 siblings, so imagine being that big of a family, and still, you can still call your parents the most important people in your world. So remember that, always be thankful, always ask, build on your character, hug your parents, and enjoy the evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Vielen Dank. Okay, so I think we've finished the protocol part of the party. Now we're going to start the fun part. I think we need to take some pictures. We want to take some pictures. I just don't know, Liz, you have to tell me how to take the pictures. From here, there, or do we bring people down? It's important to have the... Okay, so we invite all the graduates with your nice écharpe to come down on stage with us. They will take a picture. We'll first take one picture, just the students, and then all the VIPs. Yes, one picture with the VIPs. But first, just the students. You have to occupy the whole space, because I think otherwise we won't have enough space here. All the way there. All the way there. What are the limits here? Up to where? Okay, get closer to the bench here, please. But what is the limit? C'est où la limite? I'm in the picture, I'm not in the picture. Here, like this? Okay, so everybody has to start here and in the center. move, don't move. You want to take more pictures? When your godfather, the guy who's going to give you a well-paid job soon. That's what he said. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Come. Yes. Ouais, allez là-bas. Je sais pas si ça rentre. The kisses later, girls. I assume you're all thirsty. Are you thirsty? Yes. So let's go have some drinks outside with all your guests and families. Just outside we have a cocktail. Congratulations, all of you. Interculturel et sortent de là, c'est pas que les cours, ils gardent des amis pour la vie.